Hi, guys.
Welcome to Bitchsesh.
I'm Danielle Schneider.
I'm Casey Wilson.
Feels still good to be back. Like, we're still fresh in the honeymoon period. We're off for so long, and I still feel good coming back. And
I don't feel great.
is it because of the statements you made last week?
Look, Danielle, I hope our listeners will allow once a year I say something that rattles people to their cores.
I've had listeners come for me. I've had friends say, "What is happening?"
It provoked a lot of feelings, as I think the most thought-provoking statements do. You have to look inside. It triggers people. Now, many people requested a trigger warning before I discuss spin again. So if you are not interested, turn on down the podcast, advance it by about 20 minutes. No. 30 seconds.
Yeah. So
Danielle,
last week, if you remember, or if you didn't listen for some reason, Casey said that her new trainer told her that spinning is, and I quote this, a road to nowhere, which it literally is. But
yes, but for reals.
For reals. Like, you're not getting anywhere with your body or with your routine, with your workout, with spinning.
Okay. Now, he would all the haters were hating big time. I had a lot of spin instructors come for me. And
really? Oh, I didn't get that.
Yes. And he is willing to unmask himself.
Okay.
My trainer. And he goes, I was like, you ready to take the heat? And he goes, it's not heat. I stand behind what I'm saying. And he literally said, if I have to be the face of this movement, I'm happy to be, because he said, I know it's true. Unbothered by our 200 angry listeners. His name, Danielle, and I will say, celebrity trainer Jason Walsh. Jason has such clients. Just to give you a little background on him, this doesn't, I'm just going to give you a little background. He trained.
Oh, if someone even has talked to a celebrity, I'm like, I believe everything they've said.
Yeah. Because I'm not trying to say celebrity client, meaning me. He trains Matt Damon for The Bourne Identity, John Krasinski, Emily Blunt, Justin Theroux, Justin Timberlake, Jessica Biel, Brie Larson.
Theroux?
Yes. Brie Larson, Allison Brie. He's making these beach bodies. Beach bodies are made in the winter. Is that what they say?
Is that a statement? Is that what Deandra's grandmother has once said? Beach bodies?
Damn.
She had a lot of chestnuts.
I trained with him back before I had my two children, when things were clicking along with my body.
Yeah, when everybody's right and tight before those kids come along.
I switch over.
They destroy your lives and your bodies.
I'm spinning, which you know how much I love spinning.
You said, I remember.
So you guys are acting like I'm coming from a place of I will continue to spin, and I need everyone to know that. I won't
step a foot on a bike again. Not even a one that goes.
I want something to come up that's, like in work emails, like, these opinions are not my own.
I know. Look. Bikes have brought us a lot of misery before. Remember Lance Armstrong, how he betrayed us? Bikes are not our friends.
I'll tell you, Danielle, I thought I'd taken some heat when I, of course, said that I didn't care for Hamilton.
Mm-hmm. You sure
stood by that, and I stand by this.
Wow.
So I had a big talk with Jason today, and I said, listen, there's a lot of questions. I brought a lot of your questions to him while I was doing squat thrusts. And I said, listen, people are upset. And the calmness with which he received it was like a sphinx. He said, that's okay. That's okay that they're upset. He'll receive it. And he said this. Now, he did make one little amendment, which I think people will like.
Adjustment.
But this is going to cause a lot of internal looking. He said, if your body is physically balanced and at its peak capabilities, you may spin once a week as a supplementary activity. Basically for fun.
Just to get you off. If you got to get yourself off, go get yourself off.
You fucking can't stay away. Fucking hungry ass bitches.
If you need to do this for you, do that. Don't do it in public, but do you. Wow, that's an ugly statement.
And that was hard to hear, because basically he gestured to me but if you're you walking in there, off the streets, he's like, you're
Who is that peak body though?
And he said, not many of us are. And I think he is. Let me tell you. Now, okay, two last things. He told me, and I quote, everything can be a good cardiovascular workout. But again, what he likened it to today was a credit card. He said, when you're bending a credit card in your hand, you bend it. It starts to crease, and then it just breaks. He's like, that will be your spine on spin. Now, he just said it's simply not natural. And because it's such a huge class, it's hard to check everyone's bike positions. He says, I do not blame the instructors at all. They're in peak physical condition and they should be doing it. But he said people are coming in and they're hurting their back. And he said, and I hate to say, he's trained some SoulCycle instructors who have come to him under the radar, said, help, get me out.
Is this the new sci-tie? You need to ask the SoulCycle people
last thing is he just said he wants everyone to build a foundation. The foundation should be strength training. Then on top of it, we can build outward if we need to. He doesn't believe we need to, but he would allow us a spin, allow us a Pilates, allow us a yoga, allow us a hike.
Will he allow me my class?
Which one is this?
No, I take the class called I haven't taken it in a while, but I forget the name of it. Oh, Drenched.
It's kind of like off-brand.
Well,
I haven't heard of Drenched.
It's in the valley. I'm proud of it, and Anna Ortiz and I take it together, and we're very proud of it.
You've got celebs there too. I realize I sound very.
I've seen
entitled.
Vanessa Williams at this class.
Oh well, get me there immediately. Okay. Save the best for last. I realize I'm coming off perhaps as obnoxious, but when I tell you this.
No, you literally said to me, I remember when you hurt your back buying a bra. Sorry.
Not buying it, bending over to pick it up off the rack.
Pick it. You didn't even get to purchase the bra.
Couldn't purchase it.
Just tried to reach it.
Tried to reach what's it called? A maximum coverage.
Oh, like a 38-hour bra? 24-hour bra? What happened?
They kept my size pretty low on the rack.
So when you tried to reach for a bra and then you pulled out your back and they said you couldn't spin for 2 months and you were like, I don't know. You were so upset because you were like, spinning is the only thing that's getting me through these days.
Yeah.
And it was...
Again, I'll still be spinning. But the last thing I want to say is I did say, can you offer us up a cardio exercise? Now, he did offer up his franchise, which is called Rise Nation.
What about running? Running on a treadmill?
I think he'll allow it.
Here's something.
His problem with spin is also the 45 minutes of it all. It's nonstop on your body, just pounding. Yeah. Rise Nation is 30 minutes. Now, I will say that is a workout that literally will destroy you in the best way possible, but it's only 30 minutes. It's on the VersaClimber. If anyone has ever done a VersaClimber, I don't know what that is. It's a fucking stick that you picture a praying mantis. Okay.
You're Cameron.
Yes. Picture Cameron. You've got your arms on little, a T, almost like a cross. Your arms are on the horizontal of the cross and I can't even describe it. You're going up and down on a stick. It was featured on Housewives. Kyle went with, what's her name? Teddy and Kyle went.
Feels like a very Teddy exercise.
But it's now, he's opening it up all over. And I know what you're going to say. He's just doing this for that. He basically said, I don't care if anyone ever comes to Rise. I just don't want them to spin. I am going to go.
I have learned something crazy too in my workout is my girlfriend Donna told me, who's been on the show, that she heard, because I've been jogging a lot lately. I haven't had time to go work out. So I just do the treadmill at
running,
the house.
we can't put down running.
Well, she said that she heard that a lot of running makes your face jowly and that you have to run with your face frozen.
Okay. You know what? It was one thing what I said about spin. No, I can't.
I don't know. All I do, I'm just running and not smiling as I run. Not that I ever smile when I ran, but anyway.
Last piece of this is I did throw my back out again.
Doing what?
Well, the other night I'm lying in bed.
Oh, no.
Dead sleep because I took the CBD gummy that had melatonin in it. Ooh. And the guy was like, oh, this will be like nothing. It was truly like taking full-blown Klonopin. Lying in bed, dead asleep, and the fire alarm goes off. Not like the little beeping, but like full tilt. I jump out of bed with such velocity and force. I go, threw it out again. So, okay.
Oh, so why did the alarm go off?
Well, we never found out. At one point, my husband and I were like, it seems to be the button that's saying there's carbon monoxide. Oh. And we were like, we'll deal with that in the morning.
If we make it to the
I literally was like, I'm so tired from this gummy. If I get there or not, we'll all be together. Well,
wow. So transition.
My friends and family you haven't gotten this email yet, but every year I send an email with my children's email accounts that I've kept for them, where I write them letters and I send them cards and videos in an obsessive fashion that one does when they've lost a parent. Because I'm just like, God, I want them to get something. But I'm very worried. I'm always Googling like Google go out, like Google go out of business, Google go out. Google go out. Google go out.
It's like Google go outside and stop Googling.
Yes. Not even Google. I meant Gmail go out.
Gmail go out?
Good Gmail go out. I don't know what's happening to me tonight. But the point is, I'm obsessively worried that someone will forget in the event of my eventual perish that to give this information. So I keep adding more people to the chain. It's like my brother, my friend Amanda, my dad, and David. And I'm like, guys, reminder, email address when I perish. Please, here's the passwords. Please, I'm counting on you guys.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, if one of you forgets, to remind the other one. And then I said, I tried to make the subject very searchable.
Can I tell you that if I die tomorrow, my child will have nothing. No memory of me. There's not a video. There's not a scratch of writing.
Because like moms don't get any photos taken of them. We're always clicking away.
Them all, and I want to write. Like I think the day
Well, you had a little trouble writing the note that your school asked for.
Yes. The one I did, the earthquake note, that if we perish while my daughter was at preschool, I had to write her a note like, Mommy and Daddy love you and we'll see you in heaven.
It's tough.
It was tough. Yeah,
I'm glad Matt didn't write it, given his religious beliefs.
Yeah, we'll never see each other again. In the bowels of hell.
Oh my God, my brother's always like doing that to me. I'll be like, I saw a butterfly. I saw Mommy. He's like, yeah, Mom's really taking the form of a butterfly and is flying around your house. I'm like, you know what?
We get it. You're a scientist, Fletcher.
Fletcher, shut the fuck up. I listened to this last thing. Okay. This Goop podcast of this psychic who was so amazing. I'm crying the whole way.
Have I not downloaded it yet?
I don't know if you've heard. I think her name was Laura Jean.
I'm too busy listening to Dr. Death.
Okay. Well, so she's going on and on about how actually, people that have passed are all around us. We're not asking them for enough. We're not asking them for enough signs.
Should I be asking for more?
Yes.
Okay.
I started asking for more signs and I'm receiving them. At one point, she did lose me a bit when she said that sometimes the dead try to communicate with us through text messages and technology. So that was hard, but we just pushed past it.
So when your DVR wasn't working tonight, do you think that was my grandmother?
Or our podcast stopped. Maybe that was my grandpa Red. Fletcher said the same thing. He's like, you really think like there was this woman that used to babysit for us. He's like, you really think Mrs. Roach came this like Snapchatting?
Someone named Mrs. Roach.
Okay, I want you to know I changed her name and in that second I pitched Roach. Her name is nothing like
Your
Mrs.
parents
Roach.
Really didn't seem to mind who was babysitting you.
Her name, well, they didn't, by the way. Her name is nothing like Mrs. Roach. Okay. And the time I learned it, I said her name was Mrs.
That was the first thought?
Roach.
Yeah. Just suggesting what you see. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Anyway. Oh, David.
Guys,
Guys. David's causing technical difficulties. Is
this my uncle? Hi, David. Taking out M&M's.
Stop.
Have anything to say to us this evening? Got anything you want to?
I just wanted to get my frozen M&Ms.
You got to get in the mic.
I wanted to get my frozen M&Ms.
Get out of here.
Hello, everybody.
David, tell everyone how you're loving 90 Days Fiance.
Oh, I love 90 Day Fiance. I don't enjoy watching. Oh, sorry.
Microphone.
Haven't used a microphone since I played in a band. I don't enjoy many of the shows that you guys all watch.
Don't put us down.
But I know I value you all as fans of
your shows,
Casey and Danielle. I don't know, is anyone a fan of our show? Casey gets recognized more for this podcast than anything we've ever done together.
That's rude.
What do you mean? That's true.
It's a lark.
It's a compliment about the podcast. It's so great that everybody sees her and loves it.
Okay.
The 90 Day Fiance I do love, I will say.
What do you love about it?
Well, there's stakes, which the other shows don't have, because there's, when will these people get fucked over by the person? That's really the question.
When will they be catfished? When will they?
Exactly. It's it is certain episodes, certain storylines within episodes are too sad, and I have to fast forward them.
Yeah, we can't watch the ones with the little kids.
The one where she brought the one where she brought the kid to Morocco, and the guy kept telling her how she's lazy. It was just tough.
That was season 5.
I love you all. I'm gonna go because I'm getting eyes from my wife. That probably is like, "What are you doing in here?" I just wanted M&Ms.
There was not drunk David.
I think he's drunk.
You think
you
he's
are?
drunk? Is he drunk?
I've only had 2 drinks.
Get out of here! I could see it in his eyes.
Wednesday evening.
Oh, Danielle, he's drinking morning, noon. No, he's not drinking morning, noon, and night, but he will have a couple cold ones.
Good for him. He's working hard. I know him. He's my boss.
He's your boss. He's also my boss.
Yeah.
Okay, Danielle, we're our own bosses.
Yes.
Dr. Death, go before we
Guys.
take our break.
Guys, I have to say that if there is a new podcast, it's from the people who brought us Dirty John, and it is called
The good people.
The good people that are doing the great work that is Dirty John, and it is called Dr. Death, and it is about a surgeon that is a butcher, and you guys get in on this and find out how the medical community is failing us every day. Anyway, go.
But Danielle, I started it, and I'll listen to anything.
Yes.
It was so dark. I'm like, are we going to have to hear him like murdering people?
A little bit. It's tough, but I can't turn away. Can't turn away. It's terrific.
Okay. You know what? I'll push through that.
There's some stuff. You hear stuff in surgery.
Danielle.
I heard a man screaming.
Yeah, why are we laughing?
I'm only laughing because I'm uncomfortable, but it's
You
real.
do not seem uncomfortable.
I am I'm good. The smile betrays the horror because it's truly awful. And it also gets you to think about okay, who am I seeing when I'm seeing medical professionals?
Who are you seeing with your 50 gynecologists?
No, which one of them? I got to get an opinion from all of them. I'll learn more.
And they'll all give you the same opinion. Trim your pubes. All right. Let's
get to what you can't see.
You can't diagnose what you can't see.
Yeah.
All
we'll take a break.
We're back.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going to get into Orange County and Dallas, but we have a little piece of unfinished business from Real Housewives of New York City.
Yes.
We received a ton of flack, and I think people felt like it was unfair to only have one viewpoint. We like to show all viewpoints on this show.
Sure do.
And we're striving to always do a better job of that.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently people were upset that we are both Team Bethany.
Yeah. I have to say there are a few, we know that Deanna is Team Carole, and someone I'm shocked came out is Joel Kim Booster came out Team Carole, and he's going to come on the show in a few weeks, and we need to talk.
I have a lot to say, Joel.
Yeah, we need to talk about Carole.
Yep, we do. We need to talk about Kevin. We need to talk about Carole.
Sure do.
Here's Deanna Cheng. She's going to just speak on behalf of all you fucking Carole lovers. You're up Carole's ass so hard.
But let's hear the other side of the wrong argument. Yeah.
Hey, Bitchsesh listeners, this is Deanna Cheng here, and I've come to speak on behalf of Carole Razavel. I am a supporter. I don't think she behaved badly. I think she acted out and acted up. But I understand why. And the why is what I think, with all due, Casey and Danielle are missing a little bit. So we have 2 women, Carole and Bethany. And Bethany is a difficult person. We know that. But we love their friendship. It looked cute. Part of what made it work is that Carole was able to focus on Bethany, listen to all the stories about Jason Hoppy, how she was suffering, dealing with Bryn, dealing with him being a squatter. She's showing up to Skinny Girl events. She's looking at Bethany when Bethany has the red wig on for that Skinny Girl candy event and being a friend and not telling her to take it off. Maybe friendship really would have been asking her to take that off. But she seemed very pleased with herself. So, I mean, Carole's doing that kind of work, and that's called friendship. That shows showing up for your friend. So we have a couple things go down before the season. We have Bethany asking Adam if Adam will come and take pictures in Puerto Rico. And Adam declines because there's no compensation. For Bethany, I think the fact that he did not get down on his hands and knees and thank her for this opportunity and all that she wants to happen. Like, I know she thought she was presenting him with not only an opportunity to be charitable, but an opportunity to work beside her and really take in her genius as she does what she does. But New York City is very expensive. And I don't think he makes that much money on those sexy salads. I could be wrong. And so he couldn't do it. And this bugged her. And instead of just sitting with it like a normal human and maybe telling another friend that you're annoyed, she goes to Carole. She says, I think he's an operator. And then Carole doesn't like that because she's still seeing him and having coffee. And she's offended. And Bethany quickly tries to take it back, but the damage is already done. And as an adult woman, you know you can't dog out your friend's man and have that go well. So, okay, that happened. And I think Bethany is on her heels after that. She feels like, oh, wow, Carole wasn't in complete solidarity when I dogged out her man. And so she feels a little strange around Carole. And it's time for the marathon. I know nobody wants to hear the word marathon, but it's important because Carole has showed up to every skinny girl candy spritzer opening that there is. She has done it all. And it was her time to have her friend show up for her. And she didn't. Bethany couldn't because she was feeling a certain kind of way and she couldn't get out of her way, her own way, and just be there. So now we have a series where, you know, Carole sits and she tries to have a conversation with her. Bethany can't hear it. She says, I can't do this with you. I can't do this with you. Well, you have to because that's having a human friendship, Bethany. That's what communication is. It's having a moment and working through it with someone who isn't on the payroll. So in conclusion, did Carole come off poorly? Yes. But I don't think that you can come for Bethany and leave in one piece. Bethany is too good. She is too strong. She is at the top of this game, this weird game of housewife land. She reigns at the top and she's really smart and she knows her eye is always on the audience and she knows how to always work the audience so that they stay with her. So you're not going to leave looking cute. And we had some, shrapnel, like Tinsley, poor thing, what are we going to do? If you try to take B down, it's not going to be cute. Thank you, everyone who reached out and said, thank you for being Team Carole. You're welcome. I got an email from the great Joel Kim Booster. He said, just watch part 3 and listening to Bitchsesh now. Feel floored and worried. I feel like I watched a different episode of TV, not to have someone there to defend Carole, unconscionable. So guys, that's it. Thank you so much, Casey and Danielle. This is Deanna Cheng, and we'll talk soon.
Oh, don't blame him. Not photographing for charity because Manhattan is expensive.
I have to say, Adam would have, his career and his person would have been well served to be with Bethany on that trip to Puerto Rico and Texas.
And the people of Puerto Rico.
Yeah. So shame on Adam and shame on Carole.
And shame on marathons. Okay.
Also, on the subject of Deanna a little bit is that I took myself down to Earwolf today. That is the company that produces our podcast. Love them, value them. And I had to go down there today. I had to pick up my daughter early. We didn't have our babysitter today, and I had to pick up my daughter. I know. Didn't have her. So it was a tough day. And so I had to pick up my daughter from school and then run her down, get out of work early, and run my daughter down to Earwolf to meet Matt, who is finishing his podcast.
Now, did my husband sanction you to leave early?
He wasn't in the room. Don't know if he ever knew I left.
You'll know now. Just kidding.
Yeah.
He's never listened to this podcast one time. Not 1 minute of it. Go on, Danielle.
So I get down there. I'm with Sydney, my daughter. And when you get to Earwolf, there's all these cartoon drawings of all the Earwolf hosts on the wall, on these shoes that basically there's a shoe for every podcast and every host. And I don't know if you guys remember.
Meeting of the minds, the shoes and the hosts.
Sure. I don't know if you guys remember when Casey and I's drawings were made a few years back. There were some issues. Mainly that the drawing of me looked very similar to a meth addict. I had blackened teeth.
Buck teeth.
Like rotting. A mouth.
Dead teeth.
A mouth that was the biggest part of my face by far. Eyes that had no life in them. A face that looked like a skeleton.
Yeah. It was a hard photo.
And it made me question everything. It made me question how I looked. Mm-hmm. It made me question how people saw me. Mm-hmm. It was a dark day. Casey looked gorgeous.
Well, you know.
Guess the artist saw different things than us.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
And I was not beholden well.
Yeah, you were not beheld.
So anyway, we're so quite public. And if you want to look back at our Instagram, you can see this awful drawing. But we worked it out. Yeah. And we finally, after a few note sessions, came to
a different artist
that made me look as I see myself.
Yep.
And I hope the world sees me. But when I had gone to Earwolf today, my daughter looked up the wall and she said, "Oh, there's Daddy." And I said, "Oh, yeah, there's the Daddy shoe." And she goes, "Where's Mommy?" And I said, "Don't appear to be on this wall." They have not put us on the wall at Earwolf.
No shoes?
We don't exist. There are podcasts that have come and gone on the wall.
This is how you tell Earwolf? I don't know. This is going to ingratiate us to our leaders.
No, well...
Wow.
We were not on the walls.
Do you think we weren't on the walls because they preferred the other methed out version of you?
I don't know. Or maybe I complained too loud. Or they didn't feel we deserved it. I don't know.
Maybe they didn't feel like the new versions looked like us.
Oh, wow, Casey.
I'm kidding.
And then my daughter goes over to the fridge
to
get a drink.
Mommy is going to haunt me. Where's Mommy indeed?
And then she said, how come you're not on the wall? And I said, I don't know. She goes, "Did you not pass a level?" That's what she said. Because I guess in her school they like pass levels, and
that's a great question.
Things.
Did we not?
She said, "Did you not pass a level?" And I said,
I guess there's like one person we can ask about this. Like, Dana, any
and then
word?
She says,
I don't.
Then she goes to the fridge, and I guess there's magnets too.
Ooh.
She says, "On the fridge, I see Daddy, no Mommy."
She's like in the bathroom. Yeah. I saw.
And she said, "I thought
Daddy."
She said, "I thought you said you worked here." It was a tough day.
Maybe I should have the shoes here because maybe it's like all these people record their podcasts there. We're too lazy to leave my home.
I don't know, but I don't know. It's a tough day.
We're going to get to the bottom of that.
Tough day. Anyway, she did say she liked Deanna because there's a picture of Deanna in her podcast on there. And she said of all the pictures, she liked Deanna's the best. And I know it took Deanna a while to get to that piece of art.
It sure did.
Deanna had some difficulty too.
Mostly in the teeth region.
Yeah, I think she said, wasn't it? She found a picture of like Larry Bird and put it up next to like the first picture of herself and said it was tough for all of us. And then I think she came to something.
You said you worked here.
Yeah. So anyway, it was tough.
Wow.
Tough.
Danielle, shall we jump into OC?
Yes.
I cannot believe we're 8 episodes into this show. It's
not much has
flown
happened.
by, but I think because I can't really distinguish the episodes, nothing's happened. I did get some LOLs in this episode.
Oh, for sure. Kelly is giving me a life that I never thought I'd see. Like 3 seasons in. Divorced Kelly is a joy to behold.
I know.
And I think she's, listen to this, a good person. Hear me out. Silence. No silence.
I'm verging on agreeing with you.
Because the way
please know, I've always liked Kelly, and I don't know if that's true, but I think it is.
I've gone back and forth, but I thought she was like, I do think she has trouble controlling her instincts.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. This has been said of me when I was a child, which is like, she wants to do well.
Yeah.
And I do believe Kelly wants to do well. She has a hard time controlling her emotions and stuff. And
I'll tell you why, because remember in the episode with the milkman?
Yes.
When they were at the bar and he's like, "What do you want to drink?" And she was like, "Tequila, duh."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Why?" And she's like, "It's the only upper." And it's like, for an angry person, I will say this, I cannot have tequila. I still do. Mm-hmm. But it's truly, and I think that's why Leanne was trying to stay away from the tequila, because for us that run hot, you throw tequila, it is truly like a fucking match to gasoline.
Wow.
And she's sipping that, and there's no way she'd only had one drink at that
party. No way.
I feel like she was like, this is my first drink here in this location.
Oh, yeah. She's drinking as she's pre-gaming at home.
100%.
Sure.
It truly is one of the funniest scenes I have ever seen on this show.
For sure.
Okay, first, she's yelling at Vicky's boyfriend.
Yes.
Who,
Steve Lodge.
I don't know if I want Steve like getting in on the drama.
I will say that we saw some fire in Steve Lodge tonight, and I was titillated.
Yeah, you said you were turned on by Steve.
I said, and I've never been in the past, and I never will be it again, but I saw some fire in those loins and in those eyes tonight.
I did not see anything in the loins, but I'm starting to see that I think Vicky is more attracted to him.
Yes, I saw something between them.
That every single time one woman is like, yeah, you know, my husband and I had a fight, Vicky's like, dig in. Don't get out of there.
Yeah.
What I would have given to stick it out.
I do wonder what Steve, when he looks back and watches the episode, when she's like, I wish I would have stayed with Don, basically, like, what are his thoughts on those
and
moments?
She said this 100 times. They can't even bring a problem to Vicky, and she's like,
I wish I would have stayed with Don.
Don't do what I did.
But I saw something between them this week, a spark.
I did too.
Will Steve talk about sex? No. I doubt he even does it with the lights on. But still,
yeah.
This week there was something there.
And I kind of appreciated when Kelly started going in on him, why is Steve talking to Page 6? What's happening?
I feel like he's immediate, like he doesn't understand the media is what I think. Like he's like he's just like someone talked to him and he just said his feelings. But I don't think he realizes that it goes out and people watch. Like there's no way. Is Steve on Twitter? Is Steve on like Instagram? I don't know. Maybe I'm not giving him enough credit, if you want to call it that. But I just felt like he's a dum-dum. He got caught in like the headlights a little bit.
Okay. So when he walked away, I appreciated him saying like, I'm not going to give Kelly like anything. So Kelly's going in on him. There, by the grace of God, goes Sean. Next to him.
Shane, you mean?
Shane. Okay. Sorry, Shane. Shane is a drip.
Ugh. Someone sent me a picture, I want to say from like Robin Hood of like a cyclops. They put it next to like Shane and they were like separated at birth and I was like, yes.
Shane is so distasteful. I mean, so distasteful. I have a few comments that, okay, right off the bat when Emily's like, are you excited about tonight? He goes, I mean, how excited should I be?
She's like,
he's so fun.
She's like, he's dry. People don't get it. He's dry. I'm like, no, he's a monster.
Yeah, she's like, nobody gives back to him like me. They just don't understand. This is like everyone on 90 Day Fiancé. They'll be like the biggest red flag. And they're like, well, he just loved living with his mom. And he's used to her giving him his hair.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Hair is a big thing in that family.
I'll say. I mean, she's always saying how snarky he is. He's such an asshole.
It's not snark if you're not laughing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just baldly saying like, I don't want to go. And she's like, you're so dry. It's like, no, he's like,
who else is going to be there?
It's like, women are loud and mouthy.
Yeah, that's what he thinks.
Ooh.
Although Emily was a bit mouthy when she ended that earlier scene when her son put his face in her butt and she said, now I know how he got pink eye. He put his face in my butt. I was like, oh, boy. Enough with the kids. I've said it. I'm not going to say it again.
Those scenes with, what's her name?
Gina are triggering me.
Yes. Again, it's 3 kids. I thought Vicky was a hero. And again, I have children. I've been around children. Like the fact that Vicky stayed there while there was the chaos of children going on around her and just was like, I'm fine. I thought she was a real hero there.
I did too. So back to the party.
Yes,
there's
sorry.
Sean standing there.
Shane.
Okay, that's him in a nutshell. I don't know his fucking name.
No, of course
he could be anyone with that weird. God, what was the print that was like under his little lapel?
Didn't notice.
The polo? Something. It's disgusting. So he's standing there, and I don't know how much he was trying to engage with Kelly, but he did a little, and he was kind of antagonizing. He kept saying to Shannon, like, why do you want to be friends with her? Which is a really good comeback for a friend to like start antagonizing the whole group.
Yeah.
And then Kelly's like, you're a fucking dork. Yeah. You're a fucking dork. You're a loser. You're a pussy. Stumbles away from him. Grabs the first gal she can get to be like, what a fucking loser. Look at that fucking dork. And Emily goes, that's my husband.
Oh,
it was a tough moment.
I screamed.
I
went, oh! Because at first she's like, who are you talking about? And she's like, that guy. And she's like,
Emily's like, I don't see anyone there besides my husband. It was like, who's on first? Not that anyone's heard of that.
I was so uncomfortable and laughing so hard. Wow, we've never seen a moment like that.
And then Kelly was like defending the wrong thing. She's like, I swear to God, I didn't know like that fucking pussy was your husband. Instead of being like, I actually don't think of him like that.
I just was like angry. He upset me. She can't find the gray areas. She can't hear that like she was wrong and like take a step back. She's all in on something.
Emily would beat her ass.
Oh, for sure.
Why wasn't Shannon pulling Kelly away at all? Like, Gina kept yelling, pull her away, pull her away. And I saw Shannon just standing there like robot arms. Shannon wanted them to fight.
Yeah.
She wanted that moment. And I was like, pull her away though. Like they're going to get in truly like a fist fight.
Shannon is so in her own head. She can't see outside of it. I don't think like when it's not about her, she's not there.
Yeah. And Tamara's right. She's so needy.
She's so tough.
She's the kind of friend, that is never not suffering over something. And I know we can all go there.
Oh, I've been there, but
there's never a time you're going to be like, how are you? And it's not like, well.
When everybody left the table at the golf club and she was sitting there in that big visor, like crying to herself.
Devastating. Devastating.
Oh, Shannon. What did I say?
I just love Kelly. I'm just writing, she's hilarious. More Kelly. I just love what she's giving us.
I just wrote, the guy that had to deal with Kelly talking about her vulva is a hero.
What?
Was that the boba guy?
Haven't we been to the boba store before? I feel
familiar.
like they are truly running out of locations.
Yeah, we're back at boba.
Like a very small little enclave. I love that. I'm sure that guy loved that when they allowed Real Housewives to film in there, Kelly gagged and threw up their drink on camera.
Oh, yeah. What about the fact that Tamara and Shannon are both on the scooters?
Did they even? Wow, Shannon got there how?
She fell walking. She pulled a real Matt McConaughey.
I mean, I can't make fun of her. I strained my back jumping up out of my bed.
She said I tripped walking. Like she was like, I'm on my daily constitutional. Just fucking.
When she got out of that car, I have so many photos of it. I took 100 photos of her hobbling to the door and when she lifted that one leg onto the scooter.
And then both of them going around like teetering around that garden store. Rolling their little sad scooters.
It's so
like
crazy.
What are we watching here? Tamara's son just picking out his outfit for the
what?
The Eddie with the heart suit. Ooh. Eddie, can we talk about Eddie's headshots? His acting headshots?
Yeah.
Eddie. I don't know what I think about it. He looked like he was, I don't know, like auditioning for a 70s like it felt older than Eddie is. Felt like he was auditioning for Chips or something.
Yeah.
Like Three's Company.
It did. I mean, what's everyone thinking of OC? It's kind of a snoozer.
I've had people say, I think you should drop OC to me.
Oh, wow.
I can't. Like, it's like dropping a family member.
Well, right now there's only 2 shows on, which is why we're urging everyone to watch 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, because we're going to do a very special episode on it. We need everyone to get caught up. This is homework.
It's really just 2 seasons. Before the 90 days, season 1, and before the 90 days.
And you'll really just do it in one night. When you get in.
I am so in.
Again, a grandma goes to Nigeria for a prince. 40-year age gap. Please watch.
It is shocking.
It puts what's happening on OC to shame.
2 people on the show just met in a karaoke singing station.
Karaoke app.
Which I'm dying
to do.
Yes.
So like someone sent us them doing Suddenly Seymour. And this is how they met. So one girl's like, Suddenly Seymour. And then he's like popping in. And then they split screen them and put them together, singing together.
I
kind of love it.
I love it. I can't believe I didn't meet someone on there.
Me neither.
Had this been around, I would have been the queen of that joint.
It's a very cute way to meet.
It's adorable.
What it kills me is when the people finally meet each other, if they're not being catfished. One of them has like the saddest way of kind of trying not to hurt the other one's feelings when they're doing testimony of what they thought of the other one.
Yeah.
They're like, is she what you expected? And they're like, not what I've normally dated. She's,
Yeah. That's, but it is worth the trip
to hell.
Yeah, because you will come out the other side a better or worse person.
You won't believe what you're going to see.
Should we take a break?
Let's take a break.
We're back with Dallas, guys.
More going on in Dallas. Although this one felt a smidge long to me. I felt like we spent too much time at the rodeo.
We spent a lot of time at the rodeo, but guys, I feel Leanne's pain in this episode. I feel it so like deep in my heart. I feel Leanne's pain. We've all been Leanne, which is like she is socially awkward. She just is, and she tries so hard, and she has one friend in this world. One friend, and that is Deandra.
And Deandra's such a bitch to her.
I hate Deandra, guys.
I do too.
I think people talk about Leanne, they talk about Brett. Like, I'm fine with everybody on that show. I'm even fine with Cameron. Deandra is a rotten little,
she's rotten,
spoiled little brat.
She's fucking rotten. To be pressing your friend, why haven't you gotten engaged yet? It's so nasty. And then to come at her again when she's like, I've got good news. Like, he kind of re-proposed and we're moving forward. She's like, you don't know that. You don't know that.
So mean.
So mean. I feel like she's got the wind in her sails because like a couple people said her husband, who I find to be meh.
I know I said that he was attractive last year, guys, but I disagree with that person that said that. Myself.
He's okay. He's okay.
He's not anything.
And that's why I felt when she was doing that cowgirl, where she's like, I ride him, I do the reverse cowgirl on him. I'm like, she was so pleased that we're thinking of her fucking that man and being like, ooh.
And let's not forget his serial killer's son. I just gotta say, like, that was all.
I've got the name at the ready, but I'm not going to say it.
The what?
I've got his name at the ready, and we're not going to go to kids. Although I did just touch down that Brandy's kids are named Brooklyn and Brinkley and Bruin.
And I will say that that stepson is an adult, so we can do as we may.
You're right.
But when Deandra, the biggest betrayal of all to me, where I really was like, I wanted to cry for Leanne, was when Deandra went to Brandy and said, Leanne told me not to be friends with you. How dare she?
Crying. Why are you crying?
How dare she?
I think something's going on with the alcohol on her.
With Deandra? Well, she doesn't have a business. And
there has to be something. Although I was looking up her Instagram, she's got a new makeup line or skincare line called Hard Nights, Good Morning.
Oh.
It's hard. It takes you on a ride.
No wonder Dee was like, no.
And Dee's like, baby girl.
I don't want a soft pouch, and I don't want a hard night and a soft day.
Get your soft pouch.
I want me a hard pouch,
yeah,
and a rough night.
And Deandra just looked. That was a really ugly scene.
Yeah,
with Brandy. Okay, they cut to Brandy 1 million times during the rodeo, and she looked like the emoji that has like one eye open and the tongue out, like wah!
Yeah.
They were just cutting to her faces over and over. I'd like to see her dance.
Me too. I think she's a terrific dancer.
Show us a big dance number.
Yeah, all we have seen is sort of like cowboy kind of like turns.
Yeah.
Cowboy dancer turns.
Because she's a good dancer, she doesn't have to. Unlike Leanne, who gave us
the show that we did not want to see.
Oh my God.
What was that?
Oh my God.
We were all
screaming.
And
when she jumped up on that bull in one motion,
we had to watch it a few times.
It was to understand the physics of it.
She seemed to like latch on like a dog when it gets like a ball in your hand and like you're just
like that Velcro
like a tiny,
ball.
Yeah, like and it's like a tiny dog and you can kind of like wave the dog around. Like that's what that.
It was wild stuff.
Now on the other side of that spectrum was Cameron getting on the bull.
It was genius when they cut back to her, and Deandra did make me laugh where she was like, I like looking at these guys after I've seen Cameron on a bull, and then they cut back to her. I mean, it wasn't even moving.
No, and her just swinging.
Ghost of Nicole
like
Kidman.
An ice giant getting on, kind of like a bull. Like the leg went on forever as it sort of moved.
She was
around.
right, and you said it was a giraffe getting on a bull. She wasn't wrong.
She wasn't. She said it perfectly.
The way her stature is so mismatched with her husband. Now, I've always liked a short man. You know that. Current husband, 6'2". But I've always liked a shorter gentleman. I just do. But to be so tall. What's going on in that marriage, I could truly watch 1,000,000 hours of it. They're not showing me enough of his microaggressions, his macroaggressions.
Yeah, microaggressions because of his stature.
Sparkle. Oh, I thought you meant sparkle dog food. Microaggressions because of his micro penis. Yes.
Yes.
Although not all short men.
I just feel like he's a man with a short penis.
Oh,
for sure. No, believe me, I've dated all heights, all widths.
He's a man where like the penis head is folded in.
Ooh. It's a tough imagine.
He is. And he's just like, you know what? I've got a small penis. Even still, I'll be a fucking dick to my wife. It's like, that's how little I think
It's
of
like,
her.
I don't have a dick, so I'm going to be the dick.
Yeah. He's like, try to set up that weird metal stand with our kids.
Oh.
The validation she wants from her kids. And we all want it as parents.
Oh, please. I've asked my daughter many times, how do I look? It's not great.
Do you see mommy on the wall?
Yeah.
Where's my shoe?
Did you get to the next level, mommy?
But for the way she's sitting there, like, so you guys, are you okay if I go? Are you I love you? It's so weird to watch. It just kind of makes me feel.
She's like, sparkle dog food is important to me. It's like, sparkle dog food is not going to do anything for you.
I know we've read reviews in the past, but I just glanced online again today and it truly said multiple. This was an article in the New York Post. It said, if you buy sparkle dog food, get a tarp because your dog's going to be shitting all over it.
Oh, that's a tough review. You know where we have to get our asses is Tom Tom. Speaking of reviews.
Oh, we do.
How have we not been there yet?
I thought it was a soft pouch open. It was a hard open.
I believe it's open. Jerry O'Connell went and did like a review that was real. Like he posted it on Instagram.
Oh, Jerry. I'm so happy Jerry's doing a Bravo show.
Oh, me too. I'm so excited to watch it.
Me too.
We'll be big fans of it.
Me too.
I said Cameron's always dressed like Elton John. Am I right?
Yes. When she showed up in those glasses, and I thought they were so insane, but then Leanne popped in with even crazier ones.
Oh, yeah. Leanne is going for looks.
She's reaching.
Yeah.
I know I said I was liked the purple one. I don't know what I was thinking. When she's in the scene with Rich in the eye patch at dinner, and she has that sparkle top, and you said it, that dry lipstick.
What? Like I could see every crevice in her lips.
When they kissed, I felt like, ooh, just like nails on a blackboard with that dry
Someone
lip.
needs to just walk through with a gloss and then like walk out of the picture. It was just
or some Aquaphor.
something.
Yeah.
Or even
Bag bomb.
A glass of water. Like, it was just felt her lips were so dry.
So dry.
Hard to watch.
And then I said, and I think this is just like a little fix for her. I was like, if she would just cut her hair, put a little bend in it, get a full-time stylist, and what's the last thing I said?
Makeup artist.
And a makeup artist.
And a haircut.
Yep. She'd be gorgeous.
That's a lot of asks.
I know, but I do think it's all doable.
Oh, for sure. It's all doable, but it's
give me one day with her and all the people that help me. And I really think like this could be big.
I think you could have a day with her and it would look nice. And then she would slowly creep back and then we'd see those dry lips. We'd see that long hair.
I think she's got a witchiness to her that she's just going too harsh, too heavy.
Yeah.
Obviously. I'm acting like I'm cracking the code here. It's obviously all wrong.
When she was grinding on Deandra as if to like grind her pelvis into her to make her like her more.
Do you think she's got feelings for Deandra?
I think she is so desperate for love. She'll take it in any form she can get it, whether that's friendship, sexually, any sort of physical touch. I think she's a sponge for love.
I agree. And in the upcoming episode, so first I was like, Deandra is so nasty to kind of amp up a friendship that you don't really feel that much. Just to put your vulnerable friend down is such a mean thing to do. However, when we flash to next week's episode with the new Housewives trope of these like breaking rooms, the Kardashians just did it. It's where you like go to a place and wear a visor and just smash things. I'm like, I do that at my home often.
Your phone is your breaking room.
Yeah, like it's so weird, but whatever. Pretty tough when Deandra was like, you told everyone I only had $200 in my bank account.
I was like, Leanne, you can't get out of your own way.
Leanne.
And when she introduced us to the wedding planner.
Oh my God.
I was screaming.
Oh we were screaming with that toupee, that wig.
And that tan. That painted on tan.
And we were saying the best thing about it, what's so amazing about it is like, Leanne's like, yes.
I got the best of the best.
I got society.
He is going to make my wedding classy.
It's so good to see Rich there with the eye patch, Leanne, and that
it's a real ragtag crew.
Ragtag motley crew.
They are. I mean, I wanted that wedding. That's
a bunch of broken toys.
Oh yeah, it's just an island of them. It was just
God.
But I'm looking forward. I'm going to enjoy the fuck
I'd
out
like
of
to
it.
call for Leanne to tone down her testimonial. She's trying to land jokes that aren't even there.
No.
It'd be like if I was trying to land the end of and then didn't even finish.
No,
like, it's wild.
And she's giving these looks to like the audience that's not there. Like it's
when she did the bull and she repeated it, a joke that didn't work. And we've seen that bowl. I cannot have her bring out props anymore.
Oh, no more of that bowl. Please, no more of that bowl. She wanted to end every joke. I bet the producer's like, okay, like to a show, Leanne.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but for some reason, Stephanie's trip with her children to Italy made me angry.
That really bothered you.
Like their treasure hunt through the Vatican. I just wanted to smack them all.
I wrote down, I wish I had the just blind faith that Stephanie has. She's just like that bubbly believer.
I know. She's too...
She's like, Jesus Christ, my savior. End of story.
She's like, and my husband is a multimillionaire. What did he do again?
You said he created... Okay, guys. Danielle tried to say tonight with legitimately, he created lockers. Like high
As
school,
if they
like
were invented
lockers.
20 years ago.
That stout man did not create lockers.
That Josh Brolin filled with air.
He looks like a block of ice.
Yes.
He did not create lockers.
I don't know why. Am I right though in something? Like I feel like he invented lockers.
They have a
or
lot
a special
of money.
kind of locker or something.
And then
crazy.
the saddest clip is when she's like, I don't know if I can be a leader. Tell me one time I've been a leader. And he's just like, looks at her and she's like, right? I told you I never done anything in my life.
All the husbands on that show. Not great.
Hold on. We can do a little cut right there because we pause. I'm looking up her husband. Okay, Danielle, we're back and I have info. You were right.
What?
Okay.
He invented lockers?
Okay, hear me out. Travis, of course, is worth a hefty, this is on networth.com. Travis is worth a hefty $18 million, making the Holmans one of the wealthier families in the Real Housewives franchise. Travis is president of Holman Inc., a company he inherited from his father, started in 1976. It manufactures fitness lockers. They also create racquetball and squash courts. You can make $18 million? Oh.
What?
Oh, no. I thought they owned LA Fitness. No, they just place their lockers there.
Okay. See, so.
If you're at a Planet Fitness or an LA Fitness, you've got Travis to thank.
Yeah. Thank you, Travis, for giving me a place to put my stinky stuff. I mean, again, not. Oh, who is it trying to say schmut? Cameron?
Leanne.
Leanne
She
said
kept
schmut?
saying schmut.
Which was
Schmut.
Felt like her trying to say schmutz.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was tough to try and say some like Yiddish word.
It was very tough.
Hard to watch.
Yeah.
But, you know, it doesn't seem like we have a lot going on tonight, which is why we are, in general, why we're pushing people towards 90 days a little bit.
I'm so sorry to circle back to one thing, and that was when Carrie looked at her new closet and announced that she was trying to make it look like the Fendi store.
Oh, it made me hate her even more.
I know.
Her husband coming home in those scrubs. Mark.
Why do we hate Mark so much?
And that stove. I just hated everything they have to say. I'm just not interested.
Not interested. Yeah, 90 Day Fiance. Now, guys, before we do go, I would like to, plug is honestly the wrong word. I want to recommend.
Yes.
A friend of ours, she's been on the podcast.
Yes.
Let's
and her
not forget that her husband made out with Luann de Lesseps.
Still shocked about that.
From a live show, we called him. Basically, I was on the podcast, I believe, and I said to a man I haven't met, "Did you finger Luann?" And there was a silence. Erin Gibson, she's the co-host with Brian Safi of Throwing Shade podcast. Her book
Which is also
called,
hilarious.
So hilarious. Her book is called Feminasty: The Complicated Woman's Guide to Surviving the Patriarchy Without Drinking Herself to Death.
Her cover is gorgeous.
Cover is gorgeous. I just love the back so much. You know where you have like the accolades for the book? Here's an accolade. Moral of story, women in military, bad idea. Vice President Mike Pence.
Oh.
Rape victims should make the best out of a bad situation. Rick Santorum.
Come on.
Anything else, Danielle?
We just wanted to say again, and we know it's been the biggest movie in the nation for like 3 weeks running,
Oh my
but
God.
Get Thyself to Crazy Rich Asians.
I can't believe we haven't talked about it. I'm obsessed. I've seen it twice.
I've only seen it once, but I'm going again.
Aquafina is, we've had Tiffany Haddish, we've had Melissa McCarthy in Bridesmaids. We have Aquafina. These are the star-making performances. And obviously she's been so funny in her videos, of course. But I felt like she didn't get her due nearly at all in Ocean's 25.
I didn't see it, sadly.
Ocean's -4. You know what really pissed me off about that movie? I just saw it.
What?
Where the fuck was George Clooney? Where the fuck was Brad Pitt?
Did none of them come out?
Not only that, the guy they cast to be the main love interest, all do. He was really good. No name. That's because a high-level male celebrity will not support female celebrities.
How dare they? How dare
Tough
you?
stuff, guys.
Go get thee to that movie, though.
So amazing. Constance Wu is so good.
Every single person in that movie is hilarious, brilliant. It's a romantic comedy, which I
cried
have not seen in
multiple times.
Bald. I mean, it is back. It is wish fulfillment. Beautiful to watch. Fun, funny. Guys, I loved it so much.
I thought I liked Mamma Mia. Now I'm like, what was I doing?
No, well, Mamma Mia didn't make sense, but we still enjoyed it. This makes all the sense in the world and is a beautiful movie.
Last thing. Yes. There was a fan that reached out to me personally and said, if you love the song My Love, My Life from Mamma Mia by Meryl Streep, you will love the hidden track by Meryl Streep.
There's a hidden
called
track?
The Day Before You Came. It's on the Mamma Mia 2 soundtrack. He goes, if you want to basically cry in your car, I've listened to it obsessively. It's dark. The Day Before You Came. That's enough plugs, Danielle.
Guys, we'll see you. We're off next week, but we'll be back the week after.
We have an amazing guest the week after.
We sure do.
Thank you, Lyra, our engineer.
Yes.
Lyra Smith. Thank you, Earwolf. And please.
Yeah, get us on the wall.
Get to step in those shoes over to the wall.
And the better picture, FYI.
Better picture.
Bye. Bye.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Ackerman, Chris Bannon, and Colin Anderson. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.